We're doing this. Are we? Always double checking. Always double checking, triple checking. Always double checking. Yeah, there we go. We're in business. Okay. How you guys doing? Hi, T. Should I call you T or Tea? Tea. I don't know. T. The spelling is T. Well, look who's there. Oh, of course. We got Kai and Cosmo in the house. Felix is there too, but you can't really see him. He's in his spot. I'm eating lasagna, so pretty good. Okay. Tia. Okay. What's up, little fluff? She almost chewed all of my stuff from... So I got a little box here set up for all the wires and everything, so then not all the wires are exposed here for what I'm using. And it's all in a box. It's cute. It's one of those cute little boxes of, you know, throw your shit in there, and the wiry mess is inside there. And you just stick out the wires you need. The problem is it's got like this big of holes, so Cosmo is just obsessed going in there with her extra thumbs and all. And she chewed off some of my stuff. When I'm not working, it's turned off completely, so that in case they do go there, they don't get shocked or anything. You're not in the mood for Cosmo, but she got in there. She got in there because she can definitely grab. So she tore apart one of my things. There's another one here that's supposed to connect the charger of the camera, but still looks doable. I think I need to change them up, but not yet because she's not done with that phase. It's phases for them. So morning from Oklahoma. We're gonna keep it a little bit shorter as an introduction today, because I need to work. I need to get my ass in gear. Last weekend, I planned out a lot of stuff to do for the outside. And as unrealistic as it seemed when I planned it out, I actually got it done. However, I was good for nothing for 2 days. I couldn't move. Super alchemist salad. So I couldn't move. My muscles, every inch of my muscle that I didn't even know I had, hurt. So I'm a little backed up as far as work goes. So we're doing it today. But I got a lot of shit done, which I'm proud of, because, you know, even though summer started late for me, which is, for me it started mid-August, I ended my summer last weekend, in the sense of clean up outside, put every summer stuff away, and just leave everything covered for the winter. And I put in some edgers in the backyard too, which that took a lot out of me because there was a lot of kneeling involved. I decorated for Halloween too. So put up the lights. I got up on the house, on the roof, put up the lights there, and then all of the Halloween decorations, had to take them out of the attic, put all that shit in. And, you know, on a list, it looked like 6 things to be done over the course of 2 days. And I'm like, doesn't look like much, but it was a lot. So, yeah, I got backed up a little bit with work Also pack all summer clothes. Those I don't pack. I still use them in the house. But I had some very... What's your theme? My theme is not scary. I do not like the scary house. Even though, you know, it blends nice with my neighbor next door here, because they got a skeleton theme. My theme is kind of like goofy, fun inflatables. Even when they're scary, they're still kind of goofy. And it blends nice at night. The colorful, cheerful theme I have with the skeleton next door. I don't like traumatic things for kids, because I remember for me, it wasn't, even with my nephew, he recently got scared by the wolf at Home Depot. Halloween wolf. It's supposed to be scary. But I'm like, I don't want to scare them off like that. The most scary thing for them is a cat popping out from a pumpkin. And that's very, very slow. It's like... Will Cosmo and Squad have some costumes? That would be cute. I don't know if they'll stay in costumes even if I put them on. I don't know. Kai, are you cray cray? So he stuck his foot under the rug, one of his feet, his rear feet, and with the other one he's kicking, but the one under he's moving and Cosmo's playing with it. Freaking adorable little squirts. The planet is scary enough right now. Exactly. I love fun, goofy, inflatable things. My birthday is on Halloween. Even our dog gets scared of the spooky decorations. I know, that's so funny. I've seen dogs getting... There's several skeleton things in the neighborhood, and there's a couple that have dogs, skeletons. And I see dogs barking at those and be like, "Arr." I'm like, oh. Blue doesn't. Blue is not phased. He got scared of one of my cats. It's a big one that moves left and right. So the first time I took him out after I put the Halloween decorations, we went out for a walk. When we came back, we came right by the cat and it moved towards him and he's like, but then he was okay. Yes, Mama, I'm cray cray. Yes, he is. As you can hear him. The only one that you'll hear, like, a lot in the background doing that, the trilling. Yeah, that's Kai. He's the only one that does that. A lot. I don't know why. I don't know why he keeps on talking. I keep on telling him, look, I get it. I'm here with you. I'm responding. But no, he still doesn't. And now Cosmo's hiding and she's gonna jump right on him. Go. Okay. She's growing. She's almost as big as Kai. I think she outgrew Juno already. That's them playing. She's going at him like this, and then she jumps, and then he's like, no. I like that she gets it though. Like when it's too much for them, and they're like, okay, cut it the fuck off. She's like, okay. Or right now they're in a corner, going at each other, playing. What's your shirt say today? It says sometimes I talk to myself and we both laugh and laugh. Yeah, I know. Cosmo, you're not gonna escape from this one. It's the door, not the screen door. But the screen door, maybe. Hi from India. How many pets do you own? 5. 4 cats and a dog. 4 cats, 1 dog. Somebody placed a wire in the wrong spot. I'm back from work. Ooh. Where do you get all your shirts? They come to me. My cat Millie is listening to Kai looking. Right now Cosmo left him alone, so there's no reason for him to trill. But she'll go back. It's never boring with pets. They're here, but like in another dimension. Going everywhere, doing everything. Yeah, true. So let me tell you about dreams. Dreams. Same dream. I don't know. It was the same night, last night. So I woke up, and luckily I remembered. Did you watch any movies? I did not. I was working all weekend, and then I was in pain. And I did want to at some point, but no. I hope no one died. No. No. Hungry. Yay, Thomas. These lives are so like we're sitting and chilling with Ali. That's the point. That's why I want to do them like this, because I'm connecting to you guys. I'm keeping connected to the real you out there. Even though I don't know exactly how you guys look like. Dreams? Yes, I had dreams. Not all of you at least, but that's why we do the live for the membership. That way I can get to see your faces sometimes. Did you eat breakfast today? I did. I'm not gonna get hangry. This time I made it myself so that I don't get tricked with it. But let me tell you guys about the dream. So I wake up this morning and I remember the last part of the dream was the second part that I'll talk about, because the first part, but it was so fresh in my mind. The last part, because I was just waking up from it. It was so fucking funny. But the first part was I was at home. I was, for the members that saw the picture that I posted this week of me sitting by the fire with Blue, and then you saw Kai in the background at the back door there. That's where I was inside the house, where Kai was sitting, basically. So for those of you that didn't see that, this room is the sunroom, but we have right there, right next to it, there's a sliding door to the patio from inside the house. So I was right there. And I look outside and I see these two animal looking but also kind of human looking things coming on my porch, and then I look behind them over the fence over there and I see monkeys starting to show up, all sorts of shapes and forms and numbers. There were a lot of them, and there was a huge fucking one that was kind of what's going on. I was kind of climbing the house, or starting to climb the house, and I was looking and I'm like, I'm what do they want? I was, Kai, don't. Okay, he made it. He's such a fucking clown. It was trying to climb the house, and then somebody showed up from inside my house. I do not remember who. I don't even remember if I knew who it was in the dream. It seemed familiar. It's like, it's in my, whoever it is, they're in my house. So I probably know them. But when that person showed up, it felt like all the monkeys were here for whoever that was, because they came out from the sliding door on the porch, and the monkeys left. They took the person, but the person knew. It wasn't like they grabbed it. Oh, we're kidnapping it. No, it was quite the peaceful exchange of people, apparently. So the person left with the monkeys, they all cleared out, and all of a sudden I find myself in a... What the fuck was that? I can't tell what it was as a establishment, as a like a... I don't think it was a bar. Maybe a barn? I don't know. I don't know where we were at, but it was inside a place. And it was interesting. I was there with a couple of people, and I saw... I think it was both my best friends with me there, but we were kind of scattered. And there were like groups of people playing games or something. And I couldn't tell what the fuck they were doing, because they were kind of dancing, but mimicking something, like... How to explain this? It was fun watching, but I couldn't tell, and I didn't even try to figure out what the fuck that was. Kai! Kai! Cosmo, can you go get Kai? Please. He's doing that thing on my computer screen, and pretty soon he's gonna take that thing down. And it's a pretty expensive one. So, you know. I would hate for that to happen. Hold on. Pantomime. Ish. Ish, not pantomime, but I'll tell you in a minute. Hold on, let's figure out the Kai problem. Do you want to get out, Baba? Now is your chance. Now is your opportunity to get out. Okay, he's gone outside. Okay, Kai is out. They were, while dancing, kind of moving, giving a sense of something. And again, initially I didn't even try to figure out what the fuck they were doing, because it was just fun to watch, and it was funny too. It was groups of people doing the same movements. And then at some point I find one of my best friends was laying on her belly down on the floor. And I went there with her on my belly. We were laughing, and I'm like, are you gonna do this? Because by that time I think I figured out what they were doing. It was like, for example, somebody was telling them a phone number, right? Like 8 digits of something, and they would have to recreate that in their movement. Like if it was 7, they would have to move like a 7 or something. Something like that. I don't know, it was stupid and fun as fuck, apparently. And I was there on the floor with my best friend, and I'm like, are you gonna play the game? And she's like, yeah. And then she went and did it, but I don't remember what her theme was, what she was supposed to... I don't even remember if I joined her. I think somewhere at that time I kind of woke up. But it was fucking hilarious. Charades. Yeah, kind of. Combined with like music and dancing and all of that, where you would have had to... Well, yeah, they were given a theme, and it was loud, like it wasn't a secret that we had to guess. A group was assigned with a person that would tell them, hey, now you're a monkey, or now you're a phone number, or now you're this, or now you're that. And they would have to recreate that. So it was pretty fun. I've never seen that in real life, but it was pretty funny. To watch. And I think I was about to join and play too, but I think I woke up. But I don't know what the fuck those dreams were. It's very hard to interpret those types of dreams. And it's very... Especially the monkey one. It was all sorts of monkeys, and it's monkeys that I didn't even necessarily see in real life. Like the shape of them and how they looked. I don't know if some of them, they looked like monkeys, but I don't think I've ever seen them. Being a phone number would be fun. You could play the game here. Yeah. I'm closely connected to a monkey god named Human. Do you often question if your work really helps us? I don't question it. From the first minute I started doing this, I hoped it would, and I left it at that. And that was my intention for it. But I don't question it. Kim from Australia. It started to rain. What theme would you choose for the dream game? Ah, man. What the fuck would I choose? I don't know. And that's the thing. It wasn't up to me to choose. It was up to me to recreate it. I would have been given a theme. Sounds like the monkeys were away so you and your friends played. No, I don't know what the monkeys were. Who did they take, first of all? They were coming closer and closer to the house, to the point of climbing on the house. And then when that person showed up, they all stopped, almost claiming that person. And that person knew. They were like, they're here for me. And then that person went with them. Oh, hold on. There's another freaky part I forgot. Between the monkeys and the dancing. Sounds like the Wizard of Oz flying monkeys. They weren't flying. Maybe the first two that were kind of weird looking a little bit. They looked a little bit like that. So in between, I forgot. I didn't forget. I repressed it apparently because it was pretty scary. So in between the monkeys coming and taking the person and going, still in my backyard here, I see this person, this woman. Did you guys see the ring? I forget her name. But did you guys see the ring? From Kansas. Scary, scary movie, very. Samara, yeah. It wasn't that scary. The lady, she wasn't that scary as the ring ladies, as Samara. But similar in appearance and walking normal-ish. But still kind of moving, not like that, like a normal human, but still kind of appearing pretty sudden from one corner to the other of the backyard. So she was kind of wandering around. She was looking for something. I don't know what the fuck she was looking for because she wasn't talking to me. And I think I asked, all this time with the monkeys and the lady, I think I was inside of my home. I think I was behind the door, just kind of looking at what's going on and kind of assessing. And I wasn't scared or anything. I was, at some point I think I was, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's up here? I think, not even with the monkeys, but by the time the lady showed up. And she was looking for something. And I don't know exactly what she was looking for. It didn't seem like she found it. But she was kind of, she acknowledged that I was there. She was kind of going left and right and all sorts of, and as I said, pretty fast moving from one spot to the other, like, but then when she was in a spot, she started looking for something, looking around her, looking as if she lost something. And then she made eye contact with me. She acknowledged that I was there, but she kept on looking, and then she came on closer and closer, and that's when it started feeling like the fucking ring. And then I'm like, okay, why are these beings coming closer and closer to my home? And then she disappeared, and then I ended up belly flopping, apparently, with my friend. Let's get an ASMR of the noise the girl in the ring makes. No ASMR here. I'm one of those that can't stand it. So yeah, that was my dream night. Maybe she was looking for that darn hamster. How'd you feel when you woke up? Well, given that I was waking up from the dream of laughing my ass off with my friends over that game, I felt good. But then going back to the monkey stuff and the lady, I wasn't scared or anything. I kind of try to put it together. Like, what the fuck is that? What does it represent? My biggest frustration was that I don't remember who the person was that the monkeys took. How do you handle when you get intense intuition energy, like you know something good or bad is going to happen but not aware what it is? I just drop it. I feel it, but then instead of stressing about it, I just drop it. Like with I don't know who the person is that the monkeys took, at some point today I'll just forget all about it, and it'll reveal itself when it's time. I often don't see faces somehow when I dream. Yeah, it's like they're there, but they're not there. So it's I get, like, even when I dream of my dad that passed, sometimes I don't dream of him like he looked. I dream of him as energy. So sometimes yes, sometimes I do. I did see him at some point, very, very young looking. Sometimes I do, but most times it's an energy more than a face. But I would have recognized the energy. It was in my house. I don't, in the dream, that says a lot. Not just anybody should be in my house, in my dream. But it wasn't, again, it wasn't threatening. It wasn't scary. It was kind of like a normal thing for the monkeys to come and get whoever that is, and then, I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't scary or... He or she, because again, I can't tell. I can't tell. GC, yeah, exactly. Sometimes there's faces to them, other times, most times it's energy. Cheryl asked, what do you think dreams are? The brain processing the day, alternate reality, random images, or something else. It is my understanding that our soul never sleeps. So I think it's... I think it could be an alternate reality, but it's the land in which the soul goes when we have to sleep in the physical. So I think it's a lot of... I think it could be very... I think it could be translated into our own lives, too. I don't think it's random. Just, us going out there and seeing random shit and then, oh, okay, that was random. I think it's all connected to something that our soul needs to explore or work on, or, So I don't think they were random. A mix of all of the above, yeah, exactly. Oh, nice, Judy. In time, I used to dream of flying when I was a kid and all the time. And I just recently had a flying dream. I used to dream that I was... Did you ever, as a kid, fly with an umbrella off a building? Because I did. It was so cool. Like, oh, look at me, Mary Poppins here. But flying, yeah, me too, as a kid. And when I used to get them as an adult, it was freaking amazing too. But it's more rare as an adult. Once I committed to writing my dreams for a year, it was so incredible in that it became like a guide to how to deal with situations that came up later. For example, if I had some conflict or issue. Yeah, exactly. I flew from a swinging. No umbrella, I would run and jump and fly. I didn't even have to run. I would just levitate and then here I go. Yeah, I love flying dreams too. I know, it's so freeing though. The sleeper must awaken. Oh, nice. Cheryl. Oh, Pam says, when I dream about loved ones that are past, we communicate, but no one talks. I don't think I ever talk in dreams, really. Like the translation of, you know, me saying to my friend, hey, do you want to play? I don't think I said that. But especially with past ones, definitely we don't talk. No. We do communicate though, yes. So it's very interesting. Maybe I did with my friends, I don't know, but my mom had a very interesting dream once about when I was 25 and my late fiance passed. The only things that I would dream about him were very hospital-like dreams and not great dreams. But he never spoke to me for like a year or two, maybe even, no, more than probably 3 to 4 years. And yeah, telepathy. And then my mom came to visit after, around that time, 3 to 4 years after he passed. And it was the first time she came to see me from Romania after quite a few years. And she slept over at my place, and the first dream she has is of my late fiance, and she describes like a chain thing that he wore around his neck, like a medallion thing, but she describes it to the T, and I'm like, she can't fucking know this. She can't know exactly what that is and how thick it was and what it looked like. She described exactly that, because she only saw him like maybe once or twice, and that was years before. So she didn't have that perception of him, but she dreamt exactly how he would carry himself, the details like that. So I was, my mom kind of scared me then, and she said, we were at the pizza place you took me yesterday, which was a pizza place in Chicago, and he was right there, and you disappeared because I was with you or looking for something, and then I see him, and then I called on him, and then I asked him, where's Alina? And he said, meanwhile a red big bus like started driving like right behind him, and my mom said, oh, there she is, she's in the bus. And he didn't turn, and he said, yeah, she needs to go, she needs to keep going. And then she woke up. So it was fucking ridiculous, the dream that she had after seeing him 2 times in her life years prior to that, and not really knowing him, and giving me the details of everything. And during that time, as I said, I couldn't connect to him in dreams. He didn't want to, or something. or I don't know, maybe there's rules, maybe it wasn't allowed, I don't know, maybe I was too curious. Yeah, Cheryl, that's how I took it, like, okay, she needs to keep going. But at some point I broke that cycle of, and he started showing up and he started opening up, at least energetically in dreams. But the first few years, nothing. Or if anything, it was quite scary because it was very graphical, like hospital pictures and all of that, that I actually lived through that time. Yeah, from my mom especially, and then having all sorts of other dreams that were connected. We need Ali's mama one time in live chat. She's always here, you guys. She's always here. Watch what you're saying. She has her eye on you guys. No, not always, but most of the time she's in the chat room. We need to hear her wisdom. Morning, MRM. Moms are so connected. I know. We had recently, I had a dream about my dad. A couple of days later, she had one too about my dad. So definitely a lot of presence of my dad around us. But like, we have very parallel experiences, me and my mom, in dreamland. We intertwined quite a lot. Y'all talking about dreaming about people who have passed. That and monkey business and all of that. Where do you live? Illinois. I've been waiting for my husband to come back for years now. Moms do know stuff. They do know shit. For sure. Do you think strong connections to spirit like that can be passed down generations? You know what? I'm starting to form quite the confusing belief around that. Around, is it passed on, or do we choose as soul when we incarnate? You know, to go on that passed on gene path. I don't know. Like, is it my mom being open to spirituality or to being a psychic or medium, for example, is she passing it on to me, or did I choose from within that soul family to incarnate as her daughter in this lifetime to take those traits so that it's easier for me? I don't know. Maybe both. Yeah, I'm guessing. There's free will, but also a laid out path. I think I agree with that the most. You know? I think it's pre-planned, but yeah, free will on that. You can dance your way around it. I think we're placed where we are needed, for sure. How's your grandma like? My grandma was... Allison, MRM needs you. My grandma was she used to do but we never took her serious. It's funny now thinking about it, because I'm like, I'm doing tarot on YouTube. She used to kind of guess for us in beans. And before I came here, that's why I didn't take her serious, because before I came here to the US, before I moved, she put the beans down, she did this, said that, and the other, and then she's like, you're getting ready for a long trip. I'm like, yeah, Grandma. Yeah, I am. So, you know, but she used to do that. Now, I don't know, because I was too young. I didn't really take her too serious. But I'm assuming it passed on to my mom and to me. So, as far as my dad's side, I've never met my grandma. Oh, although I think I have, but I'm not. I may have. I don't know. I had a dream about Allie's grandma when I first watched the channel. Did you? What was she doing? And when was this? I'm curious what the dream was, because when my dad's side, my dad's mom passed, even though I didn't know her, it kind of hit me in a weird way. I think I was working a lot with grandmother energy, so I'm kind of curious of the dream. Allie was in my dream once when I first started to come around. I know I visit you guys in dreams. I'm very much aware of that. Sorry for the disruption sometimes. I know that I connect to you guys like that. But I like traveling. I like going places. Was it hard to move on or remarry? Well, that happened in 2009, 2012. My dad passed. And then I had quite a big chunk of time to put onto my own healing. So it was hard. For 3 years I was dysfunctional. I was a freaking robot. I felt like I didn't feel shit anymore. It was difficult, yeah, but it was needed to get to where I'm at and to get to where I'm going, I guess. What helped you the most? Ironically, my dad dying shook me out of it. Because it was like, I've already gone through shit. Plus, at that time, when my dad passed, I started driving trucks. And that was very, very good for me. Because it was just me and Oscar, for the most part. So it was very meditative and very... I was forced to deal with my crap, basically. Let me see what Judy said. You were at a house with a staircase behind you doing a reading, and I heard her voice coaching you a bit, but you were laughing and trying to be quiet. She was upstairs. I couldn't see her. Interesting. Interesting. It could be that. Probably would be my mom's mom. Driving is very therapeutic. Yeah, for me, it definitely was. It just, because I was like, this is my job. I can't escape this. I can't escape just being in nature with my own thoughts. So it kind of forced me to heal all of that. So it kind of coincided. It was well planned from the universe. Yeah, anything that has to do with nature, I think. Parents dying is like being kicked off a cliff. Yeah, it's very surreal. It's, a big part of what created you is no longer there. So it's like, how do you reconcile with that? It's, it's a lot. Where would you drive at any point in time? Well, when I started, I did over the road, so I drove everywhere. and I preferred being out there instead of being home. I think I came home once every 2 weeks for a couple of days, and then I was out. Like an orphan. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's very weird to describe, because I think everybody feels it in a way when it happens. But it's very weird to describe. It's you're alone, but you're not, because you're your own person now. But still, you know, the parts that contributed to who you are, or to who brought you into existence, they're no longer there. So that's, for me, that was a big, I don't know, a big shock. I stayed across from a Flying J at our Six Flags last weekend. I thought about you a lot. Flying J was one of my favorites. Yeah, you're a grown-up now. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think it doesn't matter the age. It's just the aspect of parent. And it's interesting, because in another life, they probably even weren't your parents, but it's like, yeah, but it's in this time. No. Did you read Gemini already? No. Not yet. I'm starting in a minute. I said I would make it short today for the intro. Oof, Tia, I'm so sorry. I know, but cry. If you need to cry, cry. It's a good way to heal. There's a grieving process, like a constant. I think when one of your parents dies, or even both, I think the grieving process lasts a lifetime. I was visited by my father 3 days after he passed. I was in the dangerous pregnancy we spoke about. We spoke without speaking. Yeah, he was wearing his favorite after work clothing. Aw, that's so cool. I dreamed of my dad really soon after I found out, because I wasn't told until after the funeral. So I dreamed about him like a day or two after I found out. And it was so interesting, because we were in a train, and I opened up the door to the, I don't know, what the roomette thing? I don't even know, like the compartment thing where there were people. And my dad was there, but he was surrounded by these old ladies, like a lot of old ladies, I think, dressed up in black and all of that. It was almost like his funeral or something. Parul Sood, thank you so much. And my dad was there, but I couldn't see him because there were all these old ladies kind of circling him. And I'm like, and I open up the door and I look and I'm like, Dad, and he comes through and he's so like tiny and like I don't know. But then he opened up and he turned into this massive fucking light, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's my dad. But that was an indication for me that he's okay. And I'm like, I took it as a really good omen, because he came from looking quite almost, I don't even know how to, like, because my dad wasn't old when he was 56, so it's not like, oh, he, you know, I don't know how to describe it, but he illuminated the whole fucking train and world when he opened up. So that's when he turned into basically energy, and I took it as a happy, like he's fine. And then I kept on dreaming about he shows up all the time. So is that him or your brain help you cope? I think it's both. I think the energy part is definitely him. And then I had a dream because my dad's passing, even though it was sudden, it wasn't. There was a lot that led to it. But hi, Ellie's dad. But then I had a dream of him being right next to my mom, and my mom was grieving him, and she couldn't see him, and I could see this whole dream as if it was a movie. So I could see it, but I couldn't participate in it. And I saw my mom in one of their old rooms at the countryside, and she was grieving, and he was right next to her. And he could see me. I just couldn't participate. I couldn't tell my mom, hey, you know, he's fine, he's right there. Because I did see him there, right next to her, trying to comfort her. And he was super young looking in that dream, like in his 20s. And he was kind of walking a little weird with his left leg. And then my mom couldn't see him till the end of the dream. I could, so I got the comfort of he's fine. He's trying to comfort my mom. But then I woke up and I told her. And then I asked her, the first question I asked her was, because my dad's leg was amputated before he passed. I asked her, which leg was it? Because I wasn't there when all of this was happening. So, and she's like, the left one. And I had no idea of that in the dream. But his left one was kind of, he wasn't really all up on it. So we know things. We know things, even when we think we don't. Are we starting soon? In a minute, Allison. Platonic, sorry. Yeah, we do know things. We just have to allow for them to communicate with us. No, he lost his leg right before he passed, and when he passed, he was 56. I'll be gone before it ends. I know, you can go. I'm taking dad energy on my birthday. I'm 50 soon. I'm thinking I'm thinking I'm gonna I'm still not there yet. I'm not that close, but at some point I'll probably be catching up to my dad. Yeah, there's definitely a reason that we're getting to talk about these things. And I'm glad it's healing for some of you. Cheryl, if I don't feel the need to, I won't. You can try to clarify it for yourself if you need that clarification. New Zealand. This is as good as your readings. Talking about it always helps. I think so. And I think, you know, the world is split into two. The part that doesn't want to talk about it, doesn't want to hear it. And it's like, then where's the healing at? And the part that through tears and anger and grief, they're like, no, let's talk about it. I want to talk about it. Jane, you're welcome. I'm glad it's healing for some of you out there. Timestamp. Good. It's chipmunk. how long are these guys gonna be out for? I wanna patch up some holes they made during the summer. They keep on showing up like, go hibernate. Go. No. Brings up a lot. I will always talk about my grief over 5 years now. I know. It's, you know, it's there. It's not going anywhere. Just because we don't talk about it, it's not going to go anywhere. And it's not going to help anyone if we don't allow for that grief to come in. Yeah, they're cute, but they're very damaging. They made holes in my in my lawn, like gazillion of holes I had to cover up. But I'm waiting for them to go and hide so that I can cover up their holes. Sometimes it's easier to talk with strangers than a relative of friends. I know. They make love pockets. Okay, you call them that. Love pockets. I got a love pocket under, over on this side, and it goes all the way to the front yard. That's how loving they made it. It was funny because last week I was working on something at that gate all the way over there, and I figured out what they're doing. They're coming to the feeders. They're not getting up there, but on the ground they're gathering up all they can. Come on, go away. And they had these pouches filled with food from here, and I saw them going over there, but right by the gate where I was working there was a hole that they would go in the ground and they would pop out all the way on the front lawn. And I'm like, dude. And it was waiting for me to go to move so that they could go into the hole with their pouches full. I'm like, dude, have a little respect. One, you're stealing from my food. Two, I'm busy right now. You know, you want to go. I'm not going to harm you. But like, don't expect me to stop what I'm doing so that I allow you to steal from my food, go in the holes in the ground that you made on my property so that you can go and run and go to your family or something. The guts, man. Oh my God. Like, go. It feels like our loved ones are here too. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're getting close to Halloween, you know? That's that layer getting thinner. So they're definitely around. Sebastian din București. I think the chippies know they are getting a rise out of you. They do, and they're so defiant to my cats lately. They are so defiant to my cats. They go right there by the door where they're sitting, to the point where Juno, poor girl, she jumped on the screen to get to, because it was right there. It was right there. She didn't get it though, because, you know, screen door. They're so. Is that true about Halloween? Yes, I know, please. Thank you. Yodin Muresh. Thanks to the cat people who responded. Morden, Manitoba. I'm in Illinois. We're gonna have rain today. We have it cloudy. So it's on and off. Instigators, yeah, exactly. Is that Blue at the door? No, he's more well behaved than that. My cat from 20 years ago purrs on my bed. Aw. No, you know, as much as, yeah, they could be... I also love them too. Around here, they could be damaging to a lot of things around the house. But I don't wanna chase them away. Rain is romantic. Rain puts me to sleep like no tomorrow. Oh, Yolanda, no Sebastian. Okay, Avanceles. Rain is very relaxing. It's very relaxing to the point of it puts me to bed. Definitely sleeping when it rains. It's the best sleep. It's the best freaking sleep. I have a rain app for sleep. You know, with rain app, it doesn't work for me because I kind of know that it's an app. It's like, no, it's not this. It's not, I'm not feeling it. We're getting started with the reading. Because otherwise I'll fall asleep. The rain is going to come and I'll fall asleep during the reading. How are the birds? Are they heading south? East Coast just gotta chill. I don't think we have any hummingbirds left. There was one more that was quite persistent. I haven't seen it around for the last couple of days. I still see kind of the same other birds though. But we have, I mean, the robins are going to be the ones that go. I saw a lot of cardinals over the last couple of days. Yeah, not a lot is going to change. The little colorful ones are probably going to go. But the sparrows are going to stay. So let's do this. Current energies check-ins for the weekend. I'll be looking into each sign individually by elements, earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. It'll be quick, to the point, no clarification. Whatever comes out, comes out. No extended for the Friday videos. I'll be looking into where you're at energetically in regards to another energy, which could be that of a person, a situation, a nap during rain, I don't know. The energy attached to you, where they're at, and then I'll be pulling some cards from the universe for each of you. Timestamps will be below in the description box, on the comment, in the comment section, on the play bar. Just give me a few minutes after the live is done to put it together. And it's gotten very dark very fast in here. It's gonna rain and I'm gonna fall asleep. But it is what it is. Do I have... Where's my little Cosmo? Did she go too? Did Cosmo go too or just Kai? Where's my... Anyways. Roles can be reversed and I think we're good to go. I think we can do this. Our signs, Capricorn. Ah, my cat's 19 and a half. Old man Liam. Don't fall asleep. I might. After Liam, you said. Alright, Cappy, let's see what you got. Okay. Okay, you're kind of dreading something here. Starting off on your side here, you get the Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, kind of dragging your feet. You are doing something, but you're kind of showing up as if, because I gotta. I don't really want to, but I gotta. Okay. Like you're not very eager to do this. The energy attached to you, the Five of Wands, the Magician, the Knight of Cups. Well, this energy wants something. And what they want seems to be good, but the means that they go at this from... How do I put this? It's like, okay, I want the best for myself, for you, for everybody involved here, but I will create a shit show to get that. And I don't understand why do you need to create a shit show, but okay. Maybe that's why you're not very excited about dealing with whatever this is. For the connection, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords. You're not, there's that burst of excitement that should belong to the situation, and it's like, nah, you know, like it's just not exciting. It's just not, it's something you just don't want to deal with. And it gets you to the point of questioning what the fuck you're even doing here in the situation at the end of the day. Like, why am I even here? Why am I even dealing with this, you know? But you are. Okay. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Five of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Judgment card. You are putting energy into this, and a lot of good energy into this. And it's like, what the fuck is this? Why are you putting energy into this still? I don't understand. I think it's something that's very, very complicated at this point, or maybe your mind is complicating it. Maybe it's not that complicated. In the sense of, if it's a shit show, then why are you part of it? Why can't you subtract yourself, you know? Because it's like, it doesn't make sense that this energy shows up as, let me give you the best I got. It just doesn't make sense. To this, why? You know? That's coming through as deceptive. But, okay. But that's it. Alrighty, moving on to Taurus. Rain. Rainy season is here. I will not get shit done. No, I will. I'm sleeping after. On your side, you get the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Very determined here. You're getting shit done. You're putting some great energy out there for something, and you're super clear. You want to, you choose to, this is what I got, this is what I'm giving to this. So all in type of a deal. The energy attached to you, the Sun, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Swords. So is this energy here that's responding to this. These are nice energies put together. Super fun, super happy. And yeah, something nice is coming together between you and another energy here. For the connection, the Judgment card, the Strength card, the Two of Pentacles. It feels like it's hard to come together, though. It almost feels like, okay, let's take these two energies, like they're in this room, right? In this room. But this room is full of other energies. It's full of other people. There's a party or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But it's filled with people. And Even though these two energies are connecting through all of the other energies, it's very, very hard for them to kind of connect for some reason. I think there's all the other energies in the way or something. Like, you know, like let me through. I need to get to that energy. I don't know. Because it's like it's a good coming together, but there's something in the way. It's very hard for these energies to connect. Interesting. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Judgment card, the Chariot, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, no, but it's supposed to happen. So even if today, let's say you're in this big room with thousands of people, this is supposed to come together. Maybe today it's more difficult or something because there's too many people. I have no fucking clue. But this is coming together. It's nice. It's supposed to. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but that's how it shows up. It's supposed to come together, goddammit. Okay. Good. Because they're good energies. Alrighty. Moving on to Virgo. MRM. You're good. MRM said, can we all watch the... Where are you? Did you get blocked? No, you didn't. Hold on. Hold on, I lost you. Why are you not here? Oh, may we all watch the reading in silence so the Virgos can overanalyze. She's a Virgo. Don't come after her. She's allowed to say shit for Virgos because she's one of you guys. Virgo can't rewind. On your side, you get the 10 of Wands, the Hangman, the King of Pentacles. You got a very hard task to deal with, and I have no fucking clue what that is, but it's very, very difficult. It could have to do with something you're working on or something stability related, but it requires a lot of you thinking about it, thinking about it intensely. But it's something you're, I think you're gonna be okay here. You just have to stay with it for a little bit, like not rush, not make any impulsive decisions here. The energy attached to you, the Queen of Wands, the King of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Whoever this is, or whatever this is definitely an energy. It's shown up as one of those energies of I promised I would show up, then I would show up. You know, it's for sure I'm gonna show up no matter what. So it's one of those that definitely puts their money where their mouth is. And they seem to be invested into something here. They seem to carry through from that stance of, if I said I'll be there, I'll be there, you know? The energy for the connection, the Temperance card, the Justice card, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, it feels like things are kind of balancing out here. Things are kind of going in a good direction, at least. Somebody's, I think you, kind of having a good feeling about it. But there's some timing involved. There's some having to let things fall into the right place or things like that. So it's not happening right away, whatever this is. But this is a good indication that things are going in a good direction here. So, let's see what the universe has. King of Swords, Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles. I think whoever this is kind of... Are you just waiting then? If this energy shows up and says, hey, we're going to go ahead and do... I don't know, what the fuck are you doing? We'll go camping tomorrow. You're kind of like in standby and you're like, okay. Yeah, I think I can get with that. I think I can get with that. So I think they're the ones in charge here, or that are kind of making stuff happen or trying to make stuff happen, and you're the one that's not following if it doesn't make sense to you, but really kind of gearing up to being like, yeah, like I can do that, you know? So I don't know what the fuck you got going on together here, but they're looking to be in charge. And you will go with it if it makes sense to you. Only if it makes sense to you. If not, probably not. I don't know. So, okay. But that's it. Moving on to fire signs, Aries. We will make it make sense. You have to, MRM. You have to. Run it through there. All the way. It's gonna make sense. Oh, man. It's so exhausting. I bet it is. I bet it is. I got a little too much earth in my chart too for my taste, and it's a pain for this fire here. It's like, come on, dude, leave me alone. I don't want to be responsible. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I want to be all over the place, but not here, like energy-wise. Anyways, the Magician, the Five of Wands, the Star, like this, like Aries, all over the place. You're manifesting something. What, do you ask? I don't know, because you don't know. It's all over the map. I think you're trying to figure it out. It's like if you were to send a message to the universe, and this is the communication line, right? It's just one. You, the universe, is like, this is it. Well, you have 10 other communication lines at the same time. Going, coming back because you change your mind, and then going and then coming. At least 10 more. So you're trying to manifest something, but you're a little bit all over the place. You should probably, now is the time for earthing and grounding, because these energies are a little too much. You keep on changing your mind. So first come with clarity and then manifest. The energy attached to you, the Eight of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Ten of Pentacles. This is a super, super steady, balanced, clear type of an energy. Now this is a clear energy. You could probably connect to them to get a little bit of clarity on your end and balance. Super inclined towards their stability, potentially yours together, I don't know, but they definitely have a lot of leaning in the direction of whatever they're doing has to do with their stability, and it's super stable at this moment in time. For the connection, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Empress. I think if this is someone you're working with, I think you're trying to find that place from which you can work with them. Because I think you want to. You know, that clumsiness, and sometimes that shows up when we're dealing with certain energies that we're not like connecting from the get-go, and it's like, but we're trying to find that place from which we can connect to them, you know. So I think that's what's going on here. I think you're trying to figure out, can I or can't I work with this energy? Let me see if I can. So you could be in a place of like recalibrating your energies to see if you can find a place from which you can work with this energy. In all honesty, just like I said in the when this reading started for you. This is a lot of earth energy. This is a lot of grounding energy. Not to say you're not capable of that, because we all are. But we function from a different angle. And as I said previously, too much earth is too much. I want that fire. So you're trying to figure it out. But let's see what the universe has. King of Swords, Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you want to work with this energy by the looks of it. You do. It feels right. It feels right to work with this and to find that place from which you can work with this energy from a healthy angle here. Okay, so you're kind of figuring out a way to do that. Good. It's not a bad energy. For sure. So you'll figure it out. Oh, not you. You. Moving on to Leo. There is the Leo. I keep on asking for Leo. I'm like, I need my fire for my Leo back. There it is. It's showing up on a Friday. A random Friday. Good. At least you have it on your side. On your side, you get the King of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Empress. Yeah, you do. You're definitely showing up in your power here. You know, super confident, super, I'm just going to do my thing. I don't give a shit about anything else. And I don't think you should, especially with the energies that are around you, because, you know, yeah, do your thing. The energy attached to you, the Star, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. This is someone that's showing up super pissed off. Like, I'm done. Leave me alone. I'm done. It's so contradicting with how you're showing up. It's not even funny. Who'd you piss off by being you? You pissed somebody off. For the connection, the Ten of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Magician. I mean, the intention here is for things to work out in a healthy, you know, stable, normal. This is not normal. It's not normal. You're showing up as you and you piss somebody off. That's not good. That's not okay. So then the connection says, I just want normal. I just want stable. I just want, you know, things to be okay. Okay. Let me see what the universe has. The Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's a commitment here for sure, which does carry a potential for normal, more than normal, for something nice. Now, if that's being played out in here or not, I don't know. As an energy, it carries that potential, and it's a nice potential. It's a nice energy. From what I see in the physical, you're being you, and somebody's being kind of pissed off. I think because you're being you. Which doesn't make sense, but that's how it shows up. It's like, if anything, people should appreciate when we're ourselves, but in some cases, I guess not. I don't know. Who'd you piss off, Leo? Finally, that fire is here and you piss people off. Oh my God. What am I going to do with you? Moving on to Sagittarius. A Leo being a Leo. Yeah. On your side, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Swords. I don't know if you noticed the triple nine, and I could tell you what that means if I knew, but I don't know. I'm just noting it as significant because it's 3 nines that showed up here. I don't know numerology, but you're showing up balanced. You're showing up good. You're also showing up concerned about something. But for the most part, you're keeping yourself together, even if you are concerned about something. So for the energy that is attached to you, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Justice card, you're dealing with a pretty resistant energy in the sense of if you're presenting any kinds of options to, like, let's say, okay, we're going on a weekend trip, right? And I'm planning to stop several times along the way, like here, and here. But we can stop whenever you want to, of course. It's not just up to me. I was just thinking that we could accommodate both of you if we stop there and there and there, and then we could cover everything. And they're like, no, I don't like any of your ideas. I don't like any of your approaches, even though it serves them. They're good for them, good ideas. It's one of those that even if they would come up with their ideas, they would still reject them. They would be like, okay, I got it. I got ideas. So we're going to do this, that, scratch that. Fuck it. We're not doing any of that. So I don't know why, but this is a difficult energy to deal with. For the connection, the Ten of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. I don't think you're reaching a good conclusion here with whoever this is. I don't think you're going on any trip if it keeps on doing this. It's very, very difficult. It's close to impossible to reach a compromise, to reach a middle ground. Because whatever shows up, this energy is going to say no to it, even if they're the ones that are bringing it up. So, yeah. I'm surprised you're still balanced at this point in time after dealing with this kind of an energy, but okay. From the universe for you as a final advice, Seven of Cups, Knight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. You're still trying though. You're like, maybe they didn't like the options I brought to begin with. I can keep bringing options for them and see. Maybe at some point they're gonna go with something here. So I can keep trying. Okay. Okay. Good luck with that. But that's it. Moving on to air signs, Libra. Judy, drum roll. Yeah. Okay, everybody shh. Libra's coming for Judy. Alrighty, on your side you get the King of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Eight of Cups. Hold on. You're coming through as very, very invested into something here, but by the end of it, you're exhausted to the point of you're not feeling shit anymore. You feel completely disconnected from whatever this is. So it's like there's this excitement or this wave of energy that's moved in the direction of, oh my God, this is going to happen. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then when it's time to do it, you get to do a little bit, but then let's say halfway through, you find yourself completely depleted. Like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. And you weren't done, This was supposed to go. But you didn't anymore because you were done. So you mind how you open up to this, because there's a sense of openness that's a little too big. It's like try to measure the energy you're putting into something because you might get drained very fast. even if it's good energy, especially if it's good energy, you know? So yeah, get excited, go do whatever, because you got it here. But like, you know, try to preserve your energy as well through it, because otherwise you'll just get exhausted very fast. Where you'll lose interest. So let's say you're having a fun vacation somewhere, and it's like, man, and you're enjoying everything, and it's like, but you bring that enjoyment to that, oh my God, in the first 5 minutes, that, you know, the journey is not done. You got 2 more days left or something, but you got nothing to enjoy it with. You know, you don't have the energy there anymore because you've exhausted it within the first 5 minutes. So just, yeah, enjoy it. Just don't overextend yourself energetically to these places. Just be in the moment with everything. The Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. See, this energy that's attached to you, they know how to preserve their energy in a better, healthier way. You just, it's not that you're doing it wrong. You are though, because it's not serving you, because you lose interest in whatever this is, and you have the interest towards it, but you drain yourself. Basically, this energy knows how to preserve it better, you know, like they're not just going to throw everything they got in the first 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Oh, well, don't ask me for the connection. The moon, the Two of Pentacles, the sun. How do I do that? how do I, you know, stay connected, or how do I, you know, because I don't want to lose it. Yeah, how do I, how? I don't know. I don't know what you're dealing with here. Just, okay. So when something feels really, 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 really good, do you have the tendency to just kind of grab onto that energy and be like, oh, don't go, just stay here forever and ever and ever? Versus to when something feels really nasty and it's like, it doesn't feel good, it needs to go. That's how. You just let it pass, no matter how good it feels. You don't hang on to it. You don't push it away. You just let it pass. That's how you preserve. Because if you hang on to it for too much, 5 minutes later, you're done. Okay, let's see what the universe has. I'm Gemini. I have both energies. The King of Cups, the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, there's always, well, you're kind of giving me a sense of it's always work in progress, right? To kind of stay balanced, stay like not hang on to energies, not try to reject energies, not do any of that, and just be with what is for however long it lasts, you know? So you're kind of giving me a sense of, I'm working on it. It's work in progress. Okay. This is showing up more like a tendency of yours to, when you see something super exciting, super nice, to just kind of give it all you got. And it's like, no. Just balance it out. Story of your life, huh? Balance it out. But that's it. Moving on to Aquarius. We be balancing. Okay, on your side, you get the King of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Temperance card. Hold on. Yeah, you need a break from something. You need a little bit of time out from something. And you know that. And you've known that for a minute, that you needed a break from something here. Something is showing up super complicated, but let's see. The energy attached to you, the Five of Swords, the Sun, the Three of Pentacles. There is a partnership that shows up here, at least as far as this energy is concerned. It's like, yeah, you and me, partners. The thing is, I don't I think they're trying to figure shit out in regards to what kind of partnership this is. What, you know, how do they want to show up for it? Do they want to show up for it? I don't know. Because they're so vague with this, it's not even funny. And that's why it's shown up as deceptive. Because they're saying partnership, happiness. And that's it. Yeah, bullshit. I think I don't know. They don't know what they want. I don't know. For the connection, the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the King of Wands. And it's resulting into a fucking shit show because nobody knows shit from this anymore. What this is. What is this? And because you don't know, your answer to it for now would be to potentially distance yourself a little bit from it. Maybe allow them to figure it out. Because I think the confusion is mostly on their end. But it is a shit show in terms of nobody knows what this is. You show up pretty clear, so maybe you would know, at least as far as you're concerned, what this is. Them, if they're coming at me with partnership equals happiness, yay. No, bullshit, because what the fuck does that mean? You know? Especially with that 5 of Swords there. From the universe, you get the 6 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Cups. Yeah, like you don't want to hear it until it's clear and until everybody knows what's up here, you know. Not interested. Yeah, you're upset. Yeah, you're, you know, kind of like, I really don't like this, but I can't be part of this bullshit. For as long as it's going to be a bullshit, I'm not going to be part of it. Okay. Cool. So, probably, maybe, they're trying to figure it out. I don't even know if you care at this point, if they're trying to figure it out or not. You're just not here for as long as this shows up into a shit show type of an energy. So, it's like, if they figure out or not, that's on them. But, that's it. Moving on to Gemini. Alrighty. On your side, you get the Tower, the 9 of Cups, the Death card. Why do you go through such extremes in such short time, or even at the same time? You're up on cloud 9, and then you tank from there, but like immediately. But something is happening to bring you down. But I don't know what. So you've got the energies of both up and down in a very short period of time here. And I don't understand why, but because I'm not seeing it in the reading. You know, I'm just seeing it on your side. I don't know if it's you going through something on a personal level, or something is happening around you that kind of influences your mood to spike up or to go down. The energy attached to you, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords. Yeah, this is a very caring energy, very gentle, very supportive, very loving. So it could be that you are experiencing something, and whoever this is kind of by your side as you go through the ups and downs of whatever this is. This is a very fast energy, though. So it's not, you know, Saturday you're going to feel a little up, Sunday you're going to feel a little down. No, Saturday you're going to feel up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down like 100 times. And Sunday you're going to feel up and down and up and down and up. That's kind of how this energy is presenting itself. And I don't know, again, why. It's not showing up as something that you can't handle. I think you've done that before. It's just, for me, it's shown up as going very fast. You do have support, you do have love here from this energy at least. For the connection, the Empress, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. There is, I think, this energy right here that shows up as supportive and loving, that is helping you out of this. So you're not going to be here for long. It is going to probably feel extreme, but the help of this energy is going to pull you out of this. So slowly but surely, you'll come back to more of a sense of normalcy rather than, you know. Okay, so you got help here. That's pulling you out of this. Who snored? Oh, Cosmo's here. I didn't know she was here. I thought she ran off with Kai. Okay. The Death card, the Five of Cups, the King of Swords. So there's two options here for what could cause your ups and downs. One, the energy of loss from the past is coming back into the picture. For example, if you watch the intro of this video, we talked a lot about that. So that in itself could be an energy that's stirring something up for you personally. Or something is happening right now in your physical reality that takes you back to a previous loss. So that's why your energy shows up like that. More like past and now, past and now. So up and down or past or now. Okay, so that's why. Okay, got you. But you're again, it's not gonna last long. You are coming out of it. I think it is beneficial and I think it is healing. It's just, for me, it almost showed up out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck, where does this come from? You know? So, but okay. Moving on to water signs, Pisces. Hi, Jam. On your side, you get the Devil, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. A little bit of a controlling energy, I'm not going to lie. A little bit of, I know best, or I did that, or I've gone through that, so I know what's up. A little arrogant and a little controlling, almost calling people out or telling them what to do, or whoever you're dealing with here, because you know better. If this is you, roles can be reversed. And with these types of readings, it's very hard to tell if it's you. You get it. If this is you, you would recognize this energy, though. The energy attached to you, the Page of Swords, the Hangman, the Seven of Wands. Well, this energy isn't gonna, like, it almost looks like, you know, teacher-student type of an energy of teacher showing up with an attitude of, I know better. The student is like, okay, I'm supposed to learn from you, but they're not gonna. Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, oh, you think you know better just because you're older and you know you got all this knowledge over me, and that makes you better. You know, like there's a little bit of a piss match here between the energies of one wants to show up as bigger and better, while the other one is like, yeah, no, I don't think so. So I don't know what's going on. It's almost comical. It's almost funny because I feel like it's not the first time that this is happening. I feel like this is an ongoing type of a dynamic here. So at the end of the day, it's going to show up as egos clashing. But for the connection, the Magician, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, it almost feels like a game. Like a... Or like a challenge, maybe? Maybe you are challenging each other. Huh. Could be that. Without knowing that you're doing it. Like, oh, they pissed me off, and now I gotta show them. You know? And it's actually turning out to be probably even inspiring. I don't know. So it's not... Well, somebody here with the Devil energy is definitely overdoing it at times, but it could be ultimately inspiring and challenging to the point of it could have some results. Just, you know. Oh, hold on. The universe. Let's see. From the universe, you get the Hangman, the Nine of Cups, the Five of Swords. Well, somebody here is waiting for something, but they're not really waiting. According to them, they are. According to the energies, they're not. They have plenty of expectations. It's like, okay, I'll be waiting here. You better respond. But, you know, I'm just waiting. I'm not doing anything. You see me coming towards you? No, I'm just going to wait, but you better respond. Yeah, is that attitude really waiting? Is that not calling someone out? Is that not kind of forcing them to, even if you're not doing shit? The way, because that's, someone's very calm here, but with deceptive energies, with expectation around that, when with, you better do something, because, yeah, that's not waiting. It is according to who's doing this, but yeah, no. The I'm gonna wait, but you better is not waiting. Okay. Better wait for nothing. Okay. Moving on to Scorpio. Waiting with potential consequences. Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna, I'm waiting. I'm not doing shit. Are you coming? Are you coming yet? Because, you know, where do people get these ideas? I'm waiting. On your side, you get the Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Hierophant. Okay, so there's a connection you're dealing with. The problem is, as far as you're concerned, things are kind of up in the air. You're unclear about something that's going on right now when it comes to this connection. And you're kind of just there, not knowing exactly. You're not doing shit. You're just sitting in this little bit of space of I don't know. Okay. The energy attached to you, the Queen of Pentacles. Oh man, I was waiting for this since I was a little kid. I don't know where the fuck that came from. But Queen of Pentacles, Five of Wands, King of Cups. Whoever this is cares about you deeply, but for some reason, it's one of those energies. They care about you, but stay out of the way. You know, for like a couple of days. Just make yourself unseen, unknown to whoever this is. They love you, they support you, they want what's best for you, but they just can't deal with you for a couple of days or something like that. It's shown up as one of those energies. As much as this person loves you, try to stay out of their way for a little bit. You know, they'll come around. For the connection, the Fool, the Page of Swords, the Ace of... It's one of those where you can't help it. It's not like you're doing something wrong, or they have a... Same for me. Same for everybody out there. You just have those days in which you look at someone that you love dearly and you're like, I just can't stand your face today. Get out of my face. You know, I mean, for me, it... but it could happen. But, you know, if you're reasonable, you're gonna. And then I'll come back. I don't know. Is that normal? For me, it is. Anyways, for the connection, the Fool, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, it looks like, just give it some air. Give it a breather or something. Like, allow it to settle down, because something's up here, and I don't think it has anything to do with you. I think it's something going on for them. It's like when my mom left me a note when I was a little kid. Like, if you see me coming from work and you see me upset, and you know you did something you shouldn't have, just clear the space. Don't let me see you. I'm like, okay, Mom. Four of Swords, Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, this is someone that's really close to you by the looks of it, so you kind of know what's up here. Of course, if you don't know who this is really, it would make you wonder, like, is it about me? Did I do anything wrong? No, it's about them, whatever this is. But it does look like it's something loving, something tight, so... If they're showing up with a little bit of something that doesn't make sense, it's probably not about you. But give this some space, it should be fine. You know, within a couple of days, you should get back to a normalcy of some sort. Okay. Cool. Moving on to Cancer. Is this reading for Juno? Oh yeah, Juno, for example. She's a freaking spoiled brat sometimes. Aw, Felix. Felix is the most gentle cat. I took him to the vet the other day for his annual shot. The doctors there love him. He's such a gentle freaking... Because they find me with him, like, holding him. Because once I take him out of the crate to get his weight or something, and before the doctor comes, I just hold him, because he's very gentle, very mellow. He's just kind of... And the doctor, oh my god, that's so sweet. And then he sees how big he is. He's like, that's a huge cat. He's beautiful. He's... They know him, but every time they get amazed. I'm like, yeah, that's my boy. It's my gentle baby. Anyways, on your side, you get the Eight of Wands, the Judgment card, the High Priestess. I think you're making up your mind about something. You're feeling something very deeply within you, feeling that that's a good choice, or that's what I should do, or something. It's like making up your mind, but it's coming from within. Okay, I don't know what it's about, but it does feel like you're aligned with your intuition. So I'm like, okay. And based off of that, you could be saying or doing something. There's energy that's moving from you to a situation here. The energy attached to you... The Four of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Whoever this is a little bit upset. I don't know what the hell happened. But they seem to be a little bit upset about potentially even the startup of something. Like if something is starting off right now, they're a little, that could have gone better, you know. For the connection, the King of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups. It's someone it's either a friendship or someone you're working with, but whatever it is you're doing together, it's starting off a little rough. It's like you're not on the same page. You know, you're not seeing things exactly, the same. Okay. Let me see what the universe has. The Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's one of those that ends up in... If you're not going to reconcile this energy, it's going to end up in either you or them or the both of you being upset with each other, like to the point of, I'm not going to speak to you anymore. For at least a while. So if you don't find a middle ground within this, and it stays kind of like in this, not on the same page, not finding a middle ground, it could turn into, you know what, I don't give a shit. You do whatever you need to do. I'll do whatever I need to do. I don't think that's going to last, but it might result into that, even if it lasts or not. You know, this whole, I'll be upset with you for a little bit. But yeah, that's it. I am going to go. As I said, I need to cut it a little bit shorter today, because if not, I'll just drag it and then I'll just go take a nap because it's gonna start raining soon, and then I'm fucked and my day is gone. So I gotta go. Bloopty bloopty bloop. He's waiting for me. I don't know why. I took him outside. What the hell was that? Oh my god, I thought it was baby skunk, but it was such a baby skunk that it was the size of a chipmunk, and I'm like, I don't think they make them that small. Maybe they do, but not running like crazy like that small. I think bloop-de-bloop is coming. Bloop-de-bloop! Come to mama, come to mama. Okay, Bubba. Why does he think he's a little... Come here, Bubba. Come here, baby boy. Oh my goodness. Easy. You're gonna hurt your head. Okay, you're gonna bang your head. He's so excited. He hasn't seen me in like 2 hours. Or something. Bubba, no, you're not a lap dog. Come on, you're not sitting on my lap. No. He always comes at the end. He has to. Nice haircut. Yeah, I cut his hair. I cut his hair. And you can see it because he's chopped. Over here, he's got a little bit of beard. Over here, he's got a little longer beard than he should. Like this part right here, he's not letting me with the face. It's very hard with the face. He's moving too much. Bubba. Anyways, love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And see you guys next time. Bye.